Hello everyone, this is Begum Siftayen from class 10 of Delhi Public School, Rampurhat.
I am Parambrata Chowdhury of class 10.
I am Resma Sultana from class 10.
I am Sultana from class 11 Commerce.
I am Raj Banerjee from class 9.
And this is our presentation for
IPN YUVA Conclave.
Hello everyone, we are the students of DPS RAMPURHAT and today we unveil in front of you this presentation on digital citizenship. What is that, you ask? Well, to know that you'll have to hold your horses. But for now, let's get acquainted with the contents for today. We kickstart this presentation with what the definition of digital citizenship really is. Then we get to know what the 9 key elements of it are. We acquaint ourselves with the rights and responsibilities of a digital citizen. Then we come to know about the various threats we face on the digital platform, like cyberbullying, data theft, piracy, and fake identities. We also get a walkthrough on how we prevent it and how we spread awareness. Then we wrap it all up and conclude for the day.
So here comes the third slide. What is digital citizenship? It's about knowing our duties and responsibilities online and also protecting us from the theft and cyberbullying. It also contains the usage of the digital tools by thinking critically and also being digitally literate. This is the fourth slide, which contains the key elements of digital citizenship. Digital citizenship have the key elements which are digital access, which means equal access of technology to everyone. Digital etiquette, which means practicing respectful and appropriate behavior online. Then comes digital commerce, which means engaging in ethical and safe buying and selling of products by online means. Then comes digital rights and responsibilities, which means the freedoms and obligations that we have in our digital world. Then comes digital literacy, which means the knowledge that we have to use the digital tools and the digital contents. Then comes digital law, which means the legal guidelines of our digital world. Then digital communication, which means communicating with others digitally, but more clearly and responsibly. Then comes digital wellness and health, which means maintaining the health physically and mentally both in digital environment. And at last, digital security, which means protection of device and data from being theft.
Now we present to you the next slide, that is the digital rights of a digital citizen. Here are the major points. Everyone should be able to access the internet and be able to voice their opinions without the fear of censorship. They should know what their personal information is being used for and be protected from hacking and identity theft. They should know how to use the digital platforms ethically and responsibly, and the children on the platform should be free from any forms of exploitation and harassment. And the last but not the least, right to be forgotten. If you want, you can have your personal information removed from the public platforms.
Moving forward to the next slide, that is digital responsibilities. Preserve privacy by keeping your personal information secret. Develop critical thinking and media literacy by verifying informations. By using technology responsibly and avoid illegal activities. Handle your online legacy. Be conscious about the online impact. Positively contribute fostering respectful interactions. Be considerate online.
Moving on to the next slide, that is about cyberbullying. It is a pressing issue in the new world of digitalization. It is intentionally and repeatedly harming someone through the means of electronic media. This can be through various forms, like taunting someone online, posting painful messages, sending rumors about them. It can take a serious toll on the victim. Sometimes, in extreme cases, they also lead to self-harm. This not only has a harsh toll on the victim, but also pollutes the online culture.
Presenting the next slide, that is prevention of cyberbullying. Think before you post something in social medias, like an ideal citizen should do. Be kind to people who are facing bullying. Use kind words to them and report against the bully. Support the victim and confront the negativity, making the digital world a better place to become a good digital citizen.
So now we move on to the next slide, that is data theft. Data theft occurs when some unauthorized parties get your personal or sensitive information. This can happen through cyber attacks, security lapses, unintentional publication, or social engineering. And the results are serious. The victims may experience identity theft, which can be the reason for false credit card transactions, loans taken in their name, or even criminal history. And sometimes the personal details like addresses, health records, or private messages are also leaked. And when this happens, the trust in online services is lost, and it takes a lot of time to regain that trust and the security. So now we move on to the next slide, that is the preventions for data theft. We should adopt one-of-a-kind passwords for all online accounts and use it with the multi-factor authentication that also gives us another second-step verification. It is gold. And we should also be vigilant against phishing scams and fake emails and messages that may try to steal our personal information, and check before clicking. We should also keep our software up to date on our all devices so that we can get the latest security patches against the exploitations. And along with all these technical measures, we should also maintain a cultural behavior towards the data. So as we move on, the next topic is piracy. Piracy, which originally meant sea robbery, is the unlawful duplication, distribution, or the use of copyrighted works such as software, music, or films. Piracy causes huge loss to the creators and industries, and those who are found in piracy can face harsh fines or jail time. And these pirated contents may also contain malware, viruses, and other cyber security risks that can harm our device or steal our data. And after all, this piracy lowers the risk of R&D, research and development, that reduces the caliber of new product. Moving on, we have screen addiction. In this era of digital and technology, the youth and the teen are getting badly addicted to the screens. They spend hours and hours staring at the screen and getting unhealthy amount of dopamine from doom scrolling. This isn't something that's good, and this causes serious physical consequences like eye strains, headaches, loss of appetite. And not just that, it also affects our mental well-being by killing our focus and destroying our creativity. This growing addiction is not only affecting our life, but it's also destroying our mental, physical, and social health.
Here comes the next slide, which is about prevention of screen addiction. Setting explicit screen time and making offline hobbies are some very important points. If maintained, we can cut down our screen time. Setting goals and also reducing our screen time during meals and before bed. Turning off notifications, which are of no use to cut down distractions. And also maintaining regular exercise, which will uplift our mood and also our reliance on devices. Maintaining these goals every day would help eventually get out of this addiction and live a better life. So here comes the next topic, fake identities. This is one of the most common and threatening activities online. This includes in identity theft, financial loss, and so many other. This slide aims to aware people about fake identities. It encourages people to think critically about the information that they come across online. And it also encourages the people to report any kind of questionable accounts or any kind of information right away the moment they spot it. Running public awareness campaign is a great initiative to aware people about the happenings of fake identities.
Moving on to the next slide, that is the conclusion. As the session comes to an end, I would like to point out the major takeaways from this presentation. Starting with, use the digital platforms ethically and responsibly. Remember, the rights and responsibilities of a digital citizen should guide your actions online. Don't support cyberbullying, and please stand by the victims online. Protect your information from any kind of identity theft. Also remember, don't do piracy, don't support privacy. Stay away from screen addiction and lead a healthy life. Also, be aware of all the fake identities and make sure that you verify them before sharing any information. So in conclusion, we want to give this message to YUVA Conclave that no cyberbullying,
No fake identities.
No screen addiction.
No piracy, no data breach,